Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning. It's another beautiful day. You know, Salon people, today na March 20th, 2023. Today na March 2023. We get 96 days left to elections. Guys, we'll try for rush because we'll get cash box at least. Until I tell you, I say the time zone, the time change for we. So they mess up with flow. But I get cash box for another 6 minutes before we jump into the next meeting. So we want to talk about something real quick before we lost Sam, and then we'll continue the conversation with myself and Comrade Koita, and then Cashbox will join me back later. But again, guys, of course, now we're not going to do long messages anymore. Now, just critical issues that really affect the country and they affect the lives of we people. Now, it really matter, you know. So we want to thank you. But Kashi, you know, as we will discuss now, so oil price now in the world, it go for $70 a barrel. Talk to we, Kashi. Why we not for reduce the price they sell you? Who are the key stakeholders there? We not for hold the government accountable for ensure say they're reducing prices there. But I don't go on that side of it. Talk to me about the oil price and refer back to the days of the APC former President Kuruma, and then we'll take it from there. Talk to us, Kashi.
You know, absolutely, Ibrahim, and good morning, everyone. You know, Ibrahim, we problem like that points the way you also about who that's them for ask the question as to how much oil price for actually day. Ibrahim, over the last 2-3 weeks, we don't see like oil price the kind of like they plummeted, it kind of like they go down in the world. As I talked to you this morning, it lost value again. And in this right now, oil they trade at $70 per barrel. You know, prior to this government, and I always tell people, you see, government supposed to be a Cumbria. And you remember, Ibrahim, there was a recent video, I think, I don't know what side, way from way and it's going back. So I think it was recently, I don't know if that the convention or so, where it talks, say, one time they would sell oil at $140 per barrel. You know, Ibrahim, we know the camera and talk about something that way, between they say, hey, we get news here now, we get source here now. No. We analyze based on fact because now it affect people their life, Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
You know, like $140 now they sell oil at the time. President Kobami they sell at 3,750 leons, Ibrahim. 3,750 leons, but they sell at $140. All this while where oil don't go so about 21,000, 22,000, Ibrahim and comrade. Oil not ever go $140 per barrel. The highest way reach, even during the COVID, even during the war, because COVID even go to $18 per barrel. $18 per barrel, Ibrahim.
Yeah. Wow.
This is like even when the war starts like Ukraine, it only went to $110 per barrel, Ibrahim. But this government will make the thing reach. Ibrahim, they go tell we say, okay, the price, but maybe the stock will be get, they be sell, they be buy up at the high price and stuff like that in the world market. Ibrahim, right now, it is $70 per barrel. Even this current government, when they become, like when I increase them to 8,000 leons for liter, it was $70 per barrel, Ibrahim. So if it was $70 per barrel, sorry, let me just.
I got you. How long it go take for sell your inventory? I mean, how long would it take to sell it? You go take.
How long? Thank you. How long did it take? Una American and they call them inventory, inventory. That's all that they call them.
Right,
Although we they call it inventory, but we they call it stock. It's the same thing.
Thank you.
Inventory.
Thank you, Kashi. Let's break down that important side of the.
Yeah, exactly. You know, Ibrahim, this is the problem we get. Again, the question you ask, so how long did it take for make they sell the inventory or the inventory where owner they call them or the stock? Who have to ask this question? Now is it me and you? We privy to this information. We know about this information, then Ibrahim.
Not
who have to ask this information? Who have to access this information? For no say this government they rip the people them off. Who have to access this information?
Kashi,
This is a $1 million question.
Kashi, in 2008, oil price that been $99 per barrel in 2008.
Absolutely. You know, you see,
oil price that been $99 a barrel. Ibrahim, the liter not be even the 4,000 news. So imagine now, if the oil price don't go to $70 a barrel, how much would expect the thing for a day? $70, Ibrahim, a barrel.
You know, I mean, there is no way fuel price will even pass 6,000. You know, outside the meter.
No way, look $70 per barrel now. Fuel price for the then 3,000 a liter.
Right.
As at now.
Right.
And this is what they talk so. Let me tell you one thing, Ibrahim. You know, say the oil price and they by category. This is what they talk so that $70 a barrel. Now the first class one, most of the one they might do the toilet can go salon.
Thank you.
Because right go salon are the lowest class of fuel. We're not even good for engine.
Absolutely.
And they go salon.
Yeah.
So that would be below $70 a barrel. So as at now, according to the world price market as at now, fuel for day less than 3,000 euros a liter na salon.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Less than 3,000 liters na salon. Ibrahim, this is not to say it's not a made-up story. This is not a propaganda.
No.
People, everybody, for able to get access. This is why I talk so like $9 a barrel. So when you don't believe saying so even they go SFC, go search. Where you request how much for fuel price. If you want to take from 1990, go tell you all the prices then come up. It did so. In 1996, fuel price are between $2 a barrel. Ibrahim, you know, let me tell you something. People I think up till this time, then they slow for stand up for the right. People will take responsibility. You don't talk a taboo, say they not for take responsibility at all. Wait to call them and say we know it. It's very, 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 very pathetic. It's very, very, very pathetic.
Oh yeah.
They don't make Alexi, for hold nobody accountable. And what do we say democracy? Even in the military era, where they say the MPRC. When the military government, TFNC, people they challenge, then they demonstrate. Then the whole people are accountable. Even now you host that day, if you don't fit the picking there, then we'll ask you question and go be accountable. For like people that they say at this time, but what would they say now? We all don't agree say, we all not agree say, we know they nobody know for ask no question. If I the time we all accept say, then for ask people the question, if I'm going to ask questions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then we'll ask.
The time go reach them.
Because then yes. Because the non-belief say the question should be for certain people, some people don't ask them at all. When they get the responsibility for whole government accountable. Let me make it very clear. When the SLPP always tell people say they are not good in governance, but they are very effective in opposition.
Yeah.
Then the governance they not savvy at all because of their mentality. But they are very, very effective in opposition. They see them in as much as we oil price Ebola Binkan, he handles Salon economy where the whole cut off Salon from the one world cut you off but the SLPP used that thing and they in a propaganda way can fool people and consistently then construct lie we will overcome the people mentality. Then it's don't partner. Then they use all the media they don't get to the city and they go so they follow all kind of foolishness. Why we talking away say APC for those say no we know they would have but anyway they're not topic safe because we just bring this thing for people to understand.
Absolutely correct.
Talk their limit and talk the effect different. Now like we hold weapon. Why they fire RPG effect and why they fire AK now two different effects to get.
Absolutely.
But for the AK then for go fire Panther helicopter where logo see how on the wind that one day. This is just the truth. Because we say not to know what they feel the pain as alone. Hey, salon and let them sell first 5 billion. Some of we also do so. We no ever will stop for you buy that estate. But they sell fuel 100,000 for liter. Some of we will buy that fuel day. Some of who they talk for the greater majority. We be say every rest to the 5,000 a cup. Some money will buy. If you buy self, if you buy cook 10 couplets, you don't use them to 5 couplets because you don't get the money. Now they talk for and then people have action. They don't pay much. Then they even see. Then they put the yard of the nose. It's pathetic, Ibrahim.
It's sad. It's sad. Indeed. You see, comrade, to everything we've said, you see, Sierra Leone, the country delicate today, and this is a thing in Africa. It is the blind loyalty, comrade Koita. Blind loyalty. People, they support very blindly. And comrade, it goes back to the Constitution. And they talk back again. Section 13B. Section 13B, it says every citizen shall cultivate a sense of nationalism and patriotism. Your loyalty should lie to the state, not to your section, ethnic, religion, tribal, or any other loyalties. You know me say the third politician put on your aid. No. When they do right, you tell them say we do right. When they do wrong, you call them out and say you do wrong. This is how you hold people accountable. You not tolerate politicians them for able for circumvent the system and continue for keep with people in dark days. When you look at Sierra Leone, unfortunately, our people are living in bondage and slavery. You know, because their mind is empty. Their soul is empty. They have nothing, a lot of them. But the beautiful thing is, in the past 5 years, we too don't succeed for do now for emancipate and lift with brothers and with sisters them out of that bondage. They all be there in that captivity. They will be there in that state of, you know, they don't think for themselves. They don't for reason for themselves. We don't pull them out of that condition. Now then they think for themselves. When somebody can talk, then they say, now for Weto. Then they take that caution day. They say, wait till let we observe first. Let listen fine. Let take timber. Let rush for make conclusion. So we don't lift the people out of that mentality. Now then they think for themselves. And that is what the political class now want in Sierra Leone. They now want the Salon people begin think and able to analyze critically given situations them. We deal like today, the average Salon, I know they can turn and say, hey, we go look na blue. And they tell you, say, let go check for me, say first, let's see. So we don't lift with people them up. This is what in the political class not be want. That is why people then continue for leave, you know, a few of them, then still they will get that blind loyalty, that blind support. I can tell me supporters them. If you want to support me, and I believe say communicator share my view as well. Una want to support communicator. Una want to support Cashbox. Una want to support myself, and we group in totality. We all as a person here. No support we blindly to the point where even when we do something way wrong, you're not able to tell we say there's something way wrong. But again, at the same time, we not say everything that we say. We stand by the books. We not people them where we stand by the books, the laws and regulations governing everything. We not can say things that are out of the cuff. No. Everything what I say, I am for back up my statements with factual evidence from the documents of the land. Now they all thing there. So we not talk outside of because we can't talk no more. We can't throw away something. We say this and that. You know, I can always tell communicator, you see, education is a beautiful thing. And not for I say education, I will go college or this or that. No, it is that basic fundamental, that foundation where you get, and then you make good use of that foundation. That primary school education you get, you make good use of it. You don't allow nobody. Because once you get big book, you can't tell when I say this and tell when that. No. If you want to talk to that, not to so. No. We want to think for ourselves. Education, that's civic education. Understanding your roles, understanding your responsibilities, understanding your rights. It is the most critical piece in life. I can always tell about Malawi. When they do a research, the adult education of the country, the literacy rate in the country amongst the adults, them, it be boku. So they get a whole program where they invest heavily into adult education. Then talk and very clear, say anybody where they bluff say no go school, you are better off. Especially if you the bluff, we don't say you concern, we don't say that person where they talk say, hey, me, I wish I be get opportunity for go far and school. But that way where they talk on here, they say I no go school, they glad back they celebrate. They say I no go school. They say you better off let you go team up na motuka bang you. Then you go see the Allah say you glad they say you no go school. You see, these are the things what they talk about, not what you for be happy about. We nation on the like today. When you get people them na the diaspora as well, some of them na the diaspora and some of them back home, where it be say we the one in the diaspora, where they expect much from communicator, people that you expect much from, but because of their greed and selfishness, but because opportunity is not there at their hand in this part of the world, some of them give up with life. They don't tell the overseas. They want for go back to salon. How they want for go now for create that alliance with unscrupulous politicians, them deceitful politicians, them because when I see what they happen at the SLPP like today.
Ibrahim, not to say they give up of life or they want go. Let me tell you something. Now the way they don't sit down, they don't feel say, they forgo, they don't watch them compete, they want to go take more because they don't believe for both serve the nation. Say that serve the nation, whatever little are able to get today, I tell God thank you, that service to the nation now they go do. Then the watch now get to my side, they say, look, my man get $1 and pounds like nice, back the watch party might be a period and know the two. If I let tell you something. So then guys are. Then they say that these are educated fools. These are the stupid ones they say that they go and are full of people them. Don't work as small, get that money, we go change and maybe get 10,000 for go change and but we also begin for people and say this might good. We then get their office, then thief pass another. Ibrahim, let me tell you something today. If you see today with the can't see that mutuka, they for them. They go for them particular at alone. Sante, Ibrahim. Na bad governance. Na bad institution than Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
Check them talk them about Aki. 99% of them not good for purpose, Ibrahim. 99% of them.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, Ibrahim. 5 years ago, 5 years back, for instance, we can power. We are the school kind of power. The last days of power, they get too much truck they for done, especially them consider the waiting they do. Then say no truck. We go to Wataki now from 10 o'clock, then they begin come out for go flow them container. So at least this still probably not be still solved, but be better. Will not be the container for those so it cause trouble. Abraham that and now they can stand they see the truck then. Now so pull the video and now look that container is linked so you know not even fix fine Ibrahim this police they watch at this year. We'll get traffic code this year. We'll get the road transport. Ibrahim will be said to go check road safety authority then all can name Ibrahim. That part is the most of the man in our brother they will go some opposite so. Now they come out transport minister, health minister. So the all from where they come out. Yeah, and then come out there's no all the ends in the day. They know you the MOT for pass up by force every year. Then there's not so then talk the go. We be say enough fit in that if they off road, then they will not continue Ibrahim they work at through that people. You know pathetic Ibrahim. It's so pathetic. To be very honest with you, very pathetic.
It is.
How country go today? People let's don't then see we talk, they say, hey, let what's in for do. Yeah, you tell us is what for do. When they get responsibility, then go tell what for do. They're part of the all. It's either you do or you quit.
Absolutely.
In no way, not to either self, Ibrahim. It most when they get responsibility, they carry now.
It is.
But when you talk, no problem.
Yeah.
How many peaceful people come rather when they say no get nothing and that thing down so that my way die or that my way die. Now they in the bread, now they sell for the beginning. How they begin they get for Islam.
Yeah.
Come on, go fend for picking them. From come out. Policeman they say from who say come out stay calm. They go for them part people. They don't know how much people on that. Government sit down. You know go here. Nobody no go talk and make serious steps for people their life. Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
Nobody no go make serious steps for their life. Nobody no go talk and say government go make a concern. You will read on news. We are the leader head of state talk.
No.
You know go here and no.
No go here.
So people that sit down back and make poor people there. Both. They say mechanical failure. Both. That driver they go you work free. You and your family free. They say mechanical failure. That man we get much carry. You and family they don't free. They say mechanical failure. Panta people their life.
Imagine.
Panta people their papa there. People their mama there. People their picking there. They say mechanical failure. The one who they responsible and they. Then they. The road transport, the road safety authority, they will get SNRA when they license vehicle annually a day. Any would carry for license go check out. If you fit for purpose, go to attack them, see them say that day. Me, say I left stand over sitting at the camp, so I cross the other side. Because they no fit for purpose. Then they see them say Ibrahim almost 80% of our accidents happiness alone. Now the motorcar they're not fit for they're not fit for the road. That vehicle off road and they drive as alone. Now they
I can imagine.
People will stand up and feel for the people there.
I can imagine.
Everything people in there. Imagine if like you now, if like come also, you know the Bible say them go from Pabita, it's inevitable, but sometimes they painful.
No.
A painful.
Yeah.
So said they say truck commander trailer come out to container. It's in a break filler. Ibrahim.
And you know, comrade, sadly, like how you talk you know go you read this thing here, so especially from the political class in the country, we for stand up and speak up about these things. You say go here na AYV, here na 98.1, 1 day, 2 day, it done. That's the end of it. They say that in term na each, so they don't die, they don't go. And you talk about the fact that we not even get health insurance for them families. Then this part of the world, they kind of accident then family then they not go potent and die because they go receive millions of dollars because what you do. Talk like another day. First of all, they ever get an accident in there. You know they get up. Now they don't put her very straight. Me no one day in America. I mean 15 years in America. I don't want to hear say talk don't come for upper people. I don't want to hear because it's not possible. You know they happy. You know because there are standards. If you lorry not meets the standard, you know they in a road. You go through the standard for like motorcar in a road. You scared of you tires them. If for they to standard for that lorry they in a road. So that the law left aside. But salon de like how you talk up, then people will die, now then die, then go. Like how you say they say mechanical failure. That's the end of it. driver go pass free. The one that will get a lorry and they pass free. You know, come record. You see, and they come back to this lorry, and we want to touch one side where they talk about the barrel of the fuel. You know, let's talk about subsidization. When they come back to this road accident, very important. But the subsidization of fuel, when former President Nkrumah subsidized fuel very heavily. Comrade, you remember, there was a BBC interview when IMF and World Bank then be shut down the funding, when they stopped for release the funding to Sierra Leone government, waiting because they say the government not agree to the terms when they give them for say they for implement and take away the subsidy from fuel, for take away the subsidy from the educational side, for take away the subsidy, from taxation, for reduce the taxation, all of that stuff. Then if you remember good close to the election, then we put them out there at the BBC, we make noise, it be all over. When former President Nkrumah agree, the SLPP government at the time, they pass and celebrate and say, look at more, IMF want stop funding, but they don't tell people that the reality say, now the subsidies, where former President Nkrumah, if they pay the subsidy towards the fuel, we make fuel cheaper, we make it expensive.
Now that make it count austerity measure, where the people say, for let not cut so much tax with the super problem, it count austerity measures. We reduce person, but then the government has a foreign travel allowance or other things, Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
Because that the irresponsible leadership that we get. Ibrahim, and then the now he make this idiot bank father can't talk say fuel price don't go up. We don't underpin everything don't go up. Then the Ibrahim, imagine if Salon a serious country, not to make sure for the talk, and the people that don't go to Tawasi, that man for resign from the job. If you've been there as a civil society by then, you see fuel then just isam from 3,750 loans to 6,000 loans. When at 2,150 loans, they just add. We make 6,000, and then using the problem I get with SLPP. President Nkrumah had a fail, but he tells me they do them because of austerity measures. So when you come under Ebola, the country they struggle. No one cost subsidies from people that suffer. SLPP don't add fail. Now God know how many times Ibrahim, but no one they tell me why did they add fail. Why did they go tell me Ibrahim? Because they're not going to be justified why they add fail. Because fail price they don't at the world. What's make enough for add fail? If you feel price, they go up like the world. The same say we feel price don't go up like the world. Why then for add fail? We feel price they don't like the world. Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
They're not going to justify to it. So the people have understand this is very simple, Ibrahim. It's very simple for George. It's very, very simple. As I say, not to sometimes they don't save the time, not to wait for the people all thing. Not to for the people to just they do no more with a point and just they don't understand what they talk exactly. The point the angle one come out.
Absolutely, comrade. You see, so it's sad for the country because waiting a subsidy. Now we've explained this to the average Sierra Leonean them. We're not going to understand the subsidy. But where we say former President Nkrumah and the APC government at the time will provide subsidy, it means say, for example, Usai the fuel na 3,000, then they pay 1,500. So now they end up for pay the other 1,500. So that's what they do. America, Usai with this one, they want to buy petrol. Let me go tell you for see. America is the most subsidized nation of the world. America, they subsidize everything for the citizens of America. So even the price of fuel, America, they pay a larger percentage of the price so that the people don't go pay at the pump. Now, so the same thing now, former President Nkrumah they do. If they pay a certain amount for the fuel, that time they won't go for go buy them. It not go be expensive, bad one. Now in a subsidy. Subsidy means no more, and they can battle you. Just like how they do back in college. When they like today, people are not for pay for college fee for them picking them. Picking they drop out. Former President Nkrumah, they subsidize 70%. So who say the college education fee na 10 million? Former President Nkrumah they pay 7. You know the mama, they pay the 3 million. I don't see now in a subsidy. So that under the APC government of former President Nkrumah do. But they like today, the SLPP, what they do? They say they go balance all things, they say free education. Free education at the primary, then they take away the benefits for the beginning for go college. So if they pay when they free education, well, we know how they are not going inside Ireland for explain and they will not know the wahala Dandy. But at the end of the day, the free education now, then let them say they take care of Dandy. Then decide what critical, also important. Because for go to primary school, about parents are willing for pay. When they pay for beginning for go primary school. Now college now expensive. So college now outside the people and forget the help, then take away the help from the people. Now parents and they suffer. Like studying at the country where some they sell water today, that cold water they take the pay college fee for them picking them. So these are the situations and these are the things where we try for point out to now. But again, who are responsible for bring these things out? Now we, not all we, when get elected leaders them that the responsibility for point this out.
When you talk about this light notice, so let me tell you something. Yesterday I get a friend, I bring a friend now. We would talk yesterday. You know, and to all and they talk about the country, they talk about salon. You know what he tell me?
Yeah.
Why I explain guy shock. He said, "Boy, I believe during President Obama time, the country be more corrupt than this SLPP." Now I ask, I say, why he talks so? He said, because Emerson, these are the person we call, these are the code direct. He said, Emerson, he made a list in the misery people against APC in terms of corruption.
Wow.
Then I knew what direct. Imagine.
Wow.
Then I say, yes, I saw. They listen to other music, I know they sing again. Now I said, no, because Emerson, I know they sing from Bakawa. So in the post, I know the full. They sing how many music they sing against the APC. The APC, but for this man, I know everything. So that I said, man, they do very well.
Wow.
It's totally the Emerson then. Now one day we say then who they put people for trial, they be a part of the one day they for try for deceive people outside the door. Listen, Liberian, not just Liberian. See, because no any music into Emerson don't go we talk, but this government as we believe say this government in 5 years they not do nothing it. Why be he explain the thing about exchange rates between we and Guinea? He say no, not true. Now I say still check. Now he begin check that. He say what? Now I tell you begin now say the thing then it begin look down salary get time because I instead begin search to thing. He say, hey, what make a man not think now see that the answer there to you now?
Wow.
Imagine and you all the way with the George Salon na two music from Pakaba and Tem where man sing then and Escobar FM consistently. This na Liberia all the talk say people them where the non can Emas they can. If you may get a chance, you need to sing one word na salute and music because these are the time where they need that the most.
Well, comrade, you know, let's talk.
Comrade,
let's talk to Emerson, right? Because again, you know, we not all we go put gun na it say can sing, you know. So, but we understand, say you owe a moral value. You know, I mean, you owe a moral responsibility to the people of Sierra Leone because of what you say. So you see, this is very impactful. And people get for understand this kind of thing. So people base their analysis of the current happenings in Sierra Leone based on musician. And that's true. Everybody get what say they listen. Some man are reading they read. Some man are video they watch. Some man are doing research for himself. But everybody gets who side they rely on. And when it comes to Africa, when certain people they don't look up to you, say that you need to get the information from, you cannot let them down to a certain extent. But again, Emerson for sing music, not of us say, you know, it's a must. But he's singing at the day, he's singing on the APC. So it's tired for sing now. But let Emerson get this message. Come right, I got you.
You're not tired. Ibrahim, everybody gets a role for play. Emerson choose music as your role for play. And what will be known for we start to back about this Pambobele. Now known for Ibrahim. Yesterday I get for go, that's get for me because for like pull the African president list. And because I get most of the students on the full from then 2019, 2020, I forward to the guy. So you can read this by yourself.
Yes.
So you will know the level of corruption as alone. Imagine Ibrahim, if like when they talk social get the responsibility, people will not believe say today, or they talk on bad governance, on constitutional step. Ibrahim government change. By June 24, government change. They will can't keep quiet bad in them. Hey boy, Ibrahim, no good one.
Comrade, this is the thing. This is the thing, right? Now, me na the same Ibrahim Naya. I went after the APC for Kande Yunkela. They said that attended the SLPP, then they gladly they say, hey, yes. Then they share me audio, me videos and this and that, right? So I get a place now salon where I think say I get them for now. Now me this back and SLPP in the power, and they go after the SLPP, the APC, then some of them, hey, yes, Ibrahim, yes. But then when it comes to what call out, they all leader them within the party. Oh no. So comrade, it gets to a point you don't owe people anything. I can tell you this for free.
I don't tell you say me at the time myself with you, but I want to this when you've been talk against the APC, when I've been constitutional rights for whole government accountable, you don't say you don't understand. When government change, when I see you begin aggressive more than highly aggressive for APC, I say this is my immediate target. Because at least we all the thing the same. We know the thing based on tribe, region, or affiliation. We just the think of the greater majority. Ibrahim, would they get there? Hey, Salon, if you say follow it 50 follow that result this, would they get there?
Absolutely.
But that sense of patriotism in Ibrahim, would the plant like would be a seed for people them who know what's done. You know, few imagine if you leave me why they are successful, me a member of the political party in the APC. And not for all, but start the leaders say they not do bad. Hey, no, you know, but we they face the heat, they understand the reason why. They understand the reason why and they could stick to that cost.
Absolutely.
Stick to that because at the end of the day, people them when I like it or not, we will this show will get a moral value when they follow. Not a person that's talking for talk, not forced to start. They will talk with you and
absolutely.
Will talk with the benefit because the majority.
Absolutely.
Because you don't believe Ibrahim for them talking around. You know, we they talk with the benefit because the majority. It will take time, Ibrahim.
Comrade.
Put cement in as so foot. Not to want to answer the well. That's small they take for hill. Now what they do?
Comrade.
Now they would they give now waiting better. Yeah.
Man, be able to go. Man, be able to go. Here they go. Comrade. Man, be able to go. I they go now the question. Comrade, you see, sorry for cut you off there. But I just want to remind you again, comrade, that 270,000 names, by the way, comrade. Any update from the APC Secretariat? Any confirmation from Lawyer Lansana Doumbia, the Secretary General of the APC party, as far as how that process did go? Anything don't change? Any updates on that?
As far as me concerned now, I know they tell anybody for go check. We they talk and every say 270,000 names, they don't delete at the voter registration. And those who talk as the next we say 250. Later, we cannot change. You must 250,000. We talk about it. Nobody to go check out, not take Ibrahim.
Oh no, comrade. Now just
they never answer the question there.
Right, comrade.
Because we have been saying Nanande will be dependent. They call parliaments. They call the leadership of parliament. Call the Jericho and they say we hate them. They say they defend them. When the every demand like saying, "Na me, him brother don't come out for position." Or na me to be defend for position. Or na one coincidence to come out. So now Ibrahim, so we don't say today who they talk about. Who that wants they go check. Who that want the left. We will not say no more. Man, will get all options for like what he left to them for let them do their assignment well. We will continue for the man that say still we went to area about the 270,000 names or more. We will not delete from voter registration. They left to them in Ibrahim. We don't call nobody name in the flare and they check and they don't check.
Absolutely.
Not to concern anymore.
Comrade, the only reason is, of course, Lawyer Lansana, Bonawina, we stand up and say, you know, this man deserves the Secretary General position of the APC as a political party. So we're not saying that we can work for, but we believe saying a man with a listen. You know, so as the Secretary General, I know, you know, say not all things we go keep behind the scene, right? These are things we get for be open and transparent, let people understand exactly what it is. So now make we talk to him directly in a way for say, hey, Lansana, as the Secretary General of the APC.
Ibrahim,
yes, sir.
Last not by Secretary General, but last not Dumbia. The leader of the party, Nana is like Barona Samora Kamara.
Right.
The deputy leader, Nana run the Betuna Cherkoko. So then get more responsibility as the leader of the party.
Thank you.
Like Bella and run a bit.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
So be very, very honest there. You get the chairman of the party.
Absolutely.
The chairman, not just the general. So among them, the instruction for common somewhere. But if I the commander for flag there, when I leader, the brother, the first one they make first time, the vote and the non vote from the first at the time for protect. How they begin protect the voters and from the list.
Thank you.
From the registration, not only polling, from the registration.
Thank you.
So but because let's talk and we don't want to talk to yourself again because at the end of the day, and let me quickly talk this here. They're not people in for tomorrow. You come with election on here on pay attention. Tomorrow, by God in power, the play would use them of people when they support Jerry Kuku directly. When they attack we, then they attack we and for the cost of money. Nobody saying I left for two. Because me, I get the point to this to Ibrahim. Hey, this if I do bring perfect still 30 election can pass with the dependent.
You know,
nobody they talk about sincerity, nobody will stop people that day because when I also this they clearly say that check will not post they're not for talk any little thing. You don't turn trouble for cost all my mama and saloon is okay. They're not for point that people in APC, not okay. When they play the look for not for talk. So then useless, you don't when they don't get in for itself. Then they shall we go out of character. I don't tell them say rudeness like 1/4 of any child character you left to you no more. Me, I don't talk against me as Superman. Me, I can be good, I can bad, I can be ugly. But at this point, I'm going to say, look, moving forward to election. If you not tell them supporters they could petition they do. We've been talk petition, we do something, we can call them out. So man say now we do the glad. We even no say na leader. You can still say no, make up no cause from the sake. If you then continue this area. With the left also to the palm.
No,
with the group and I driving out.
Comrade, I'm glad you wake up with this point because it look like say, in no time, we supporters them. At Sotobono, sorry, mooning. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, we get supporters them. Where would they caution them? Would they caution them? Would they caution them? Would they hold them back? Say no, we're not following the party cost. We're not following the goodness. We're not following the this. It look like say, well, the times how they live in now. Well, they say when dog bet you bet and backo. It look like say we get for let loose of we supporters them because the social media we can make them useless. Let not be anything better when I in the politicians. They want some of the politicians, not to the all, right? You get some of the useless politicians, them, whenever for speak for themselves, whenever for challenge the issues for themselves, then they use social media, them, use social media miscreants and idiots, sycophants them, for come and make rudeness all over the place. They cause people like consider the must have because they make rudeness. We know say we supporters themselves, they're capable 100 times for letting dirty all side, filthy all over the place. If not so they want to for let be. So we understand these things, but they watch you, they observe. And see, you know, at the end of the day, we know number one thing. We know say Marabio for go, the APC for come back na power. None we know. At the end of the day, if they don't know that, they don't get the sense of purpose and the responsibility, then they come now here, they play, hey, now we don't win this, now we win that. We know they can win within the APC as a political party. Every position, the one that we support, who that will not be scared for, everybody in the APC don't win an election. At the end of the day, the APC as a party get for move forward now, for make sure say they focus on the victory now, for win these elections. That it should be the goal of these supporters. But then on social media, then on WhatsApp, they send threatening message them, then they threaten people like come and listen audio way, then they waiting. They were who go show them where you know.
And Ibrahim, apart from that, they're all going on what I think that Jay couldn't tell this. So I said I need the left for talk this year. See na exile who they die. We will learn exile.
I swear to
because when we enter salon like them will now some of them they die. Me na old gun man. Me na soldier man, me I don't fight war, I don't become rebel.
Comrade, left out. Comrade, not go there. Comrade, no. Comrade, comrade, no worry about that. Comrade,
because let's tell us what to say. We, if we assume that one keep an exile, small phone, and now go see the streets of Salon. Because imagine some of who na APC will be long, then they make audio, they send out to people, say, na exile, I don't know for die.
No, I think now what you don't tell them. No, what you don't tell them. They don't tell them. Say they were.
Everybody talk up. Yes. Other people talk and say that and exile. Well, they saw that and exile. And now because they are clear thing I talk for today. And because me, I get a point on the reach.
Comrade, not all to talk. Comrade, not all to talk. Left and so until they don't sell, we say we go die in exile. Well, we go for rich salon. Well, rich salon. We go no uda na uda. You see, because we sit down, we keep quiet. We not come. Comrade, we not need for can threaten. Now empty barrel they make noise. We not need for threaten anybody. Comrade, hey, we get supporters them in that country today. We have people that are ready to die for we today, then they. Boku, millions of them. But then they talk boku. They are silent. Now they want the day we know. So now left for the comrade. They don't need for threatening anybody. When person threatening you, comrade, that is doing, you're not ever threatening them back. Take note of their threats. That's all it is. And then when you go come out for them, they're not going to side they come out. Left for so no more communication. Now foolishness. Now idle talk. Now boku nonsense. The term go reach, comrade, that country. Salon are they born, are they all men. And so God in this day, we're ready for go back now. Country, they go there. Comrade, like you always talk and say, what are they so now? Yeah, salon. I know they run for go salon. What are they go do there? I know I have nothing for go do na salon. What then are they bless more people pass if I dey inside salon safe right now? So there is no point. The time they reach already for go salon, they go salon. You know, you see salon. You see, you know what's happening. You see that 10-year rebel war. People not learn. The same effect, and these are the same APC supporters. There were some of them get family, they wouldn't cut their hand, cut their foot, pricks the woman and belly, cuts their head. Some of them they witness things kind of and they witness the violence of waiting rebel water like in the country, but they don't learn anything. The same foolishness we caused the rebel war 9 days and so back because for let somebody they look people they tell and say now so them they tell Paul Kagame, now so them they tell Paul Kagame they say you die in exile. Now Paul Kagame saying a lie. We know they die in exile. Ura win the battle. Not to Paul Kagame. They like today they round them all up one. They take care of them. Comrade, all we do is we take note. Guys, we not in social media. We not listen to people when they talk. We not write the number them. We not take note. That's what they do. A stealth operation. You don't need to talk about stealth operation. Take notes. Document them. Go to them PV. If they get them picture and they save them picture them, put them down in the documents. Record them. That's how you operate, comrade. You don't need to for tell people that they sabi how for do them thing there. Not to Baku talk. I don't believe in threatening nobody. I don't threaten nobody in life one day. But to God and this day you threaten me, just know say it's coming. It come to you. because there is no point in threatening anybody. We all have a right to take care of ourselves, comrade. We get a right to self-defense. We get a right to bath. We get a right to country. We get a right to everything. So together this, they did not bond that person yet. We before stop we for get access to with birth rights. You know, bring bond to them. So it's only a matter of time. But the focus is, comrade Koita, we know some we supporters, they are there. Then they watch. Una watch them. Una pay attention to them. Una then forum them. Una sabi them. Una document them. Uside them day. Then phone numbers them. Then go change one day still. But regardless of what it is, document these things. Keep a book. Get them right and down. That is how you operate. Not about Baku talk. The way they can't threaten, they can't threaten no more. Wait, threaten. You write your number, you save her. Not threatening back. Not telling nothing back. Just left and so no more. You save them. That's how you live your life. Easy. Not to stress, not to fret. But you know, Salon people, you see the fact of the matter remains. NIB, Salon get for better. And the better ma. And the bad people, when they not boku, we go make sure say they understand say in a nation, not only get harm. Now we all get a nation for work together for make the country go before. That is a sacrosanct fact. So then I get to the Paul Kagame, they tell us say he go die in exile. He said a lie. And so God and this day, he not die in exile. Now he's the president of Rwanda. Almost here now, you don't need. And they take care of them all, one after the other. The one they wait. Salon, we get a lot of useless politicians. They're not cool. Now, 1, 2, they come there with their hand. Useless politicians. Now then they fund this ember on social media. Now then they push them, people them, for come and make these statements them. For making terrible statements there, for threatening the lives of other Sierra Leoneans them. Now politicians, they're responsible. When they come there with one hand, they're not boku, they're there, where we sabi them, whether they're responsible for this kind of thing. Then they push their agenda there, then they push them kind of talk there, believe in political violence, but then go get them coming. Because when the time come, not only the supporters then go suffer, even the politicians will suffer as a result of their inaction and as a result of their actions. Because again, like I talk about Mr. Petito, Alimami Koroba, when people come and begin cause for him, it can be put a message out. But some of these supporters, these politicians, they thrive on this foolishness. Then they play innocent, they sit at the background, but then they push people them for go ahead and cause violence, push people them for cause on social media, push people them for threatening the lives of people them, push people them for go tell people and say you die in exile.
Ibrahim, from where the APC executive, who then choose flag by running mates, now do pull more all that we just see low focus.
Absolutely.
Ahead of you. But consistently, what do we do now? Then they say, hey, them and then, and Tobo Jeko, you know. Last year, Ibrahim, I get a limit to my time life. Now, God no will stop me. Nobody, matter of fact, me, let me tell you, say, not to say, we be in governance, none of us to be in governance ministers or deputy ministers, or parasters, we can't take any fight. The way it's a thing, so most of them, none of the family in the media, they talk to them, they defend them, now they defend them, and Uti will not be part of. Then if you say, what could they look for? Not a job would they look for. If I want job, and for me, if I'm job first, and they left me, I get choice for one back half of the still day, I get a space and I said people if I want work day. But I choose, I say no, me an APC picking. I resign for person, I say this person will do better person, I know go with any kind of way. You don't understand. So, and if I can't do it busy, then I will look for. They not care. You don't trust spokesman for APC, not in a spokesman for SFP. They need to do them. Victor Foley, not vice president. We not get natural wants. We just want better for everybody, even opportunity. So then when they open and foolishness, the answer they come for them. Some of them they were sabi. Now make anybody I get them will do the day. Some of them now we na this kind of distance will be because na saloon. We send me they cross. If them bond self inside but they cross party. If they cross party.
Comrade, I don't listen. We don't listen to the messages them. Hey, they wouldn't kind of talk now. We go show them. We don't listen to the messages them. I swear to God, we don't listen. We don't hear. We don't listen. We don't hear. We don't left and day. You know, you see, comrade. Now go back to that container we for up and people in the because we make some critical points them. Comrade, like I talk and say the former government, they be don't make sure say a net send container in the past. So that way it prevents any of them kind of a disaster in the where people go cut their life short. This kind of unfortunate way or so. Bad images the way you see them kind of a picture today for let people innocently they pass. Then go container go for dump by you. Lost your life senselessly for no reason and no compensation no get for come BND. That family don't suffer. We die hard soap and people them they like today now that country today. You lost your loved one, you don't get that to forgive them, but then die back senselessly. So you know there has to be who that are responsible for call these things out. The parliament for make sure say they come out and talk about these things. The political class for call the government out on these kinds of issue. The entire way happens in the country all over. Not to just stay useless.
The way about parliament, the way you go for war, let's see.
Thank you.
What they tell them, they make a topic in a parliament street instead of them for investigate.
You see,
in Mutka, wait for less no more. Instead of for investigate to make the price go up so.
Right.
But this will matter. The Speaker of Parliament, you don't see them say, I don't national media, I know ever talk and say, hey, this is a responsibility for call the SLRA, for call the police, let them answer to it, make them say they happen. Why make it happen consistently?
Absolutely.
As the Speaker of the Parliament. But when they go, where you go pay about money for licensing Mutuka, it make a topic in the Parliament. It's not funny. Let them call the SLRA, let them answer to the question. This type of people life matter. You are the Speaker of the House. Now you they speak for the people them. Now you for the bridge between we and the government. But let's see this year a wrong or a right. For God's sake, now people and mama there, people and referee, people and papa there, people and man there, brothers, sisters, and them but they don't go for them paso. What did they do again as a speaker? So now what money anymore? This now money more pay not to say that killing Pikino or then killing Puso, now money pay no more say the money boku, then let them call the head of SRA for explain. For explain why if for pay so that kind of money when there is the price of Abu Ibrahim. This is a content that follow, not to the first to second this. About will not go talk Ibrahim.
Well, if I call the Minister of Transport now, no, so comrade, call the Minister of Transport, call the SLRA boss, let they all kind of parliament, let they can deliberate, let they can find out what's in the happen now, why people can continue for die because of reckless, container lorry them. So this is the thing we want to talk about. Not only way it affects them, therefore come and talk about these issues there, but then the students here present every day. Civil society organizations, them, journalists, them, members of parliament, all of these people, and the students in there, therefore make noise about these things. You foresee and Twitter handle them. You foresee and Facebook page them. You foresee and they talk about them. Put short videos them out. Now so opposition they behave in a country and so leaders there within a country for behave. And so leaders are in a country for behave. Comrade, we get a lot of work when it comes to civic education. But comrade, if you allow continue this, we can continue. But otherwise, I think so. We don't make enough point. We can left and absolutely.
We get the responsibility to do everything for accountable something we affect people in life now. Now we don't say.
Absolutely.
Then the left to you for let's become the next victim because there's way by host the catch fire. The best thing for like do let host safe and for go help and for hold the fire.
Absolutely.
No, say not to because with the fire bigger the jump like your host.
Absolutely.
That when somebody today continue for the other family them. If we not stand up, how many people will get for lost and reckless driving and the reckless company the way the people away for responsible, not responsible. The police they look the Mutka, traffic police and money they go take. What in they go then give money. The road safety officers and then they all of them are money making, not to send for do the work. When una will see them una answer all man to appetit, then people them some then foot broke, then cut because of accidents, una answer people then die, una get so many orphans them. The answer is very no, so now for stand up, hold them accountable.
Absolutely. Family of the left and I, another beautiful day, guys. All our supporters out there, we know now, we see you now, we thank you now. We're continue for stand steadfast, we're continue for stay strong. We know our capabilities, but we're not hang for now. We're not hang, we're not the watch, we're not observe no more. We know how they feel. We know the complaints every day. They call we Brian so they cost me now. We tell when I say when I left them. We know we continue for show restraint because we are the bigger people. No, so we want a peaceful Sierra Leone. So we understand. Then they continue in foolishness. But we watch them. No, so we continue for document the evidences. That's all. Write the name, write the numbers, them keep and on. That's the most important thing. But we left and I family them. We talk to them back another day. Salon now we all get up. Now one country for we all. Now they we all born. Now they we men and our country and we get we rights. Everybody gets a right. And believe it or not, you have a right to self-defense. And you want to protect yourself. You want to defend yourself. Make sure say where you retaliate when somebody can offend you. You retaliate to the farthest. But we reach that side. Salute. Now we all get up. Now country. It is better ma. Poverty. It go down. When I feel so glad for people that live like them bomb. Now be they fight for it with their ugly. When I feel so glad. When they pas lucky life. When they kind of give 10,000 one bag dress. When I feel so a life done better. 5 years politicians on the can fenuna. 4 years, 9 months. That 3 months to election and they can begin fenuna. 3 months to election and they begin fenuna. Then they on social media they challenge the team up. Some of you can't team up for can't talk to you get it at. You know if you get money for go hospital. They can't team up, they can't fight for politicians, they can't defend, they go cost people and mama. You know when they go see dentists from where you born, you can't cost people and mama right or team up today. You know, one day see dentist, well, then they go check you more to get teeth at all day you put oral gel or they get anything that they put there. You can't see they can't talk to people. Nonsense. Team for it, but you go bigger. And you can't see they can't cause people mama there. You just saw you look how you sleep. Look how you sleep. When they tell the truth, they say, Ibrahim say, dog, they live better life past we. When I feel say people then gladly, we say and say when they were sober, they no say the life where they live, the condition where they live, who side and they are joining, they no say no to low way of life. We live in the world of social media. When I say people they see fine thing, when I say people they see fine house, when I say people they see fine toilet, when I say people they see fine road, when I say people they see fine thing there, when I say lucky life no more because they can't give you 10,000, they give you 50 leos or whatever, they give you a polo, they give you a mole, you go see they can't talk to people like we. When I say all like company, but when I go understand what the term rich, when I go understand what the term rich. Some of them when I go bet to the finger blood no come out. When I depend this useless life, then it's time for lift to out of this bondage, out of this slavish mentality when I get. Now when I emancipate to myself, when I depend like no more on the social media, I talk about good nonsense. You know they think about yourself, you know they think about picking them. Now you just so you picking sick, you don't get money for can go hospital. You remember also if I go big politician for they go picking go hospital. When they talk against waiting, when you guys can help you much they talk about good nonsense. Now you papa na inde so, and not get medicine. You mama na in sick so they are sick bed. Now die so. You know for take care of them. You can't see they can talk to people like we. You crazy ba? Una that nonsense thing. Una that land from almost 19 Jubilee from 1960 almost who get independence in that country. They una they suffer like una they suffer so. Una feel say all these salon people they glad with that nonsense life when they live. When I feel say they glad then they suffer for transport to come out. You don't get access to healthcare. You don't get access to doctor. When I feel say glad, some of them are going to house where get air conditioner. Now like why you don't inside air conditioner house they glad say they pull out the last jot it. Munku life. See where for live every day. When I feel so glad when I see people they pass up and down, they beggar go look at PZ. Then see the boku one. They pan beggar. When the people out they thief the resources of the country, the one for all they accountable. Then see then they do what they supposed to do. When I feel so glad, when I nonsense thing, I'm for improving ourselves. When I don't country no more, all time they say country in a bad name, beggar country. What's kind of foolishness this? Look like Uganda. Bobby Wine come recruiter. Bobby Wine, although they round up this audio, come recruiter. Bobby Wine, when Museveni, the tormentor all kind of way. That boy they up and down. He don't even make a video, he make a movie for sure what's happening inside Uganda they like today. Where they in Denmark right now, Copenhagen, na Denmark. And they show that video there. Let the world see the trouble where they in the country. Let the world see. My way Museveni don't threaten, don't killing people and say, but he still stand up as a real opposition leader. He's the people's president of that country. Even though Museveni is still in the power, but now the people they want, you see and genuinely. The man they up and down and they fight for people them. But you get a useless idiots here on social media, a few of them, they're not boku, then they fight for politicians there, whatever is sabi them. Some of them in the room they will get for go back, go see the salon, una get for the day, una then full thing there. Una open up una head, I don't say this one tell us so, una don't go understand. Una go come back for carry hey, foolish. Una they pan dirty life, look you where they can talk, so you dirty so. You go to map there, you smell like a waiting do. Because you don't even get, the environment so filthy. Una feel so glad for see all that thing. If money for use for make the country, let those snoboku. When they all tell they say they get fresh coal. Fresh coal, they say they're waiting. Hey, they're the dust. Who's dust? Who's fresh coal where you get? That dirty, now they go like sign us. Now make they get fresh coal at salon. Nobody will get fresh coal at salon. What the country with coal? Now let nonsense they know they talk about. The gutter they not clean at the country. When they know about foolishness. Some of that time when I get so for kind of social media, when I go self-help, when I go on a community and say when I go clean and gutter them. Because the government, as soon as know for all the leaders they accountable, when I go clean for ourselves. Mosquito bokula the country like this so. The leader they want for make sure say we eradicate all of that. They hold the government in power accountable. When I say not for mention the name, when I mention the name, when I can't cost my because. Una dirty so. Look how you fiber. When they tell that they say una hey they not fit we. They not fit you na the true. You most of now they talk so that dirty like a waiting. For what say for what una no get her. Una remember waiting for it for the day. Una family they struggle, una they suffer. Una they can't talk for let the country better, let the country improve. Una they can't talk for politician there. We better pass una. When they live good life pass una. Una don't they can't talk about we. All kind of nonsense when they can't talk. Una continue for talk una foolishness. But salon you go better. Una them full thing there. And say una open una in this 21st century. Social media don't make everything so easy. Una they see. What's happy around the world, una they see them. Now we sister and brother and then in Lebanon so then they abuse them. Waiting do because of dirty politicians they wanna get. When they do what they're supposed to do for take care of the people them. Some of them politicians are very filthy that then cause the demise of them people there. Then in Lebanon, they go past the Mediterranean, they go past the Niger, they get people who they capitalize on the human trafficking industry in Sierra Leone. Then they make money, they extort with brothers and sisters them inside Sierra Leone. Una Syria now they talk about good nonsense. Dirty thing they can't talk to we. All they talk, una feel say like glady, una feel say happy, we happy. Una feel say this table will get so. Now because of we not get other team for do. There is a lot I can be doing, communicator. There is a lot I can be doing right now. Listen to other news, listen to CNN, listen to my own music inside me motoka. Jam till they reach our workplace. I could be doing that. But one member that picking, where they belong, they go born, it die day. Because what you do? We don't get blood bank for him, for provide bank for him. Those are the things why they remember. Those are the things why make I kind of social media. Una feel so they can talk now. Una can see they can open themselves. They can talk foolishness to people. Una feel so like glady. Una feel so glady for them picking and they get malnutrition in that country. Then they get better food. Una feel so glady. Dirty thing like they can open a mother. They can talk foolishness now. And we cash in round up the audio. So I just they tell some of these guys the fact. We don't round up cash in. We left the message there. We'll come back to another day. Nonsense.
I can sense the frustration there, but you know one thing I can always say. I mean, tell somebody yesterday, this fight that we're in is between like the politician, the political class, where no one make the people and be exposed. Again, how many times we don't talk this talk now? It's like a man where they bully a woman or where they maltreat somebody in the house, ever want make a big party. Because it is here and say that it dim that party, like I said, the party they make that person open. This is exactly the challenge we face, Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
This I keep repeating this word. Not that we care about that, like we politicians on both sides of the aisle would not like us, Ibrahim, because the status quo is like the political industry. The political industry in a salon. Now the industry where the fastest way for make money, and the approach where we take, you and I, they take. Now the fact that we do not want like the government in money supposed to be for the people, but absolutely. They don't want this thing. No. If these very politicians, when they give them this money, then they use their oil and fry them, so they would never like us because then they see and say, oh, they why are they about to open. Any government were not able, or any set of people were not able to appreciate what we are saying. It means they are coming for to rip the country back, not to make the country. Because this information, Ibrahim, is waiting any nation need for progress or for make the lives of the people better. Because if you cannot do it, if you talk against we, then it means you're not patriotic. I do not care what you feel say you be. You are not patriotic if you feel say what you really do on this platform is wrong for Salon, or you feel say we get bad for anybody, then it means you are sick. You need to go see a doctor.
Absolutely, Kashi. But Kashi, the left for there. Because to go to this day Salon, we do a shuffle, we do a back the hard way back. Hey, we civilized persona, we intelligent persona, we never for go rough persona, but all team they go. Who's kind of nonsense this now country? We don't get anything for focus on better for all improve our life. But bye everybody. We have a beautiful day. We support us them again. We hang tight. We continue to watch them, document these evidences them of people making all these statements. We watch them. So anyways, we left for bye everybody.